streaming live. YouTube. Welcome to Breath Church, everyone. I'm Meg. Nice to see you, girl. You've been busy. You've been on just about every single webinar Dan Brule's been doing.
I know, right? Yeah, Roberto and I, it just keeps showing up.
I'm telling you, I need you to lead one of these soon, sister.
Yeah, baby steps, brother. Baby steps.
One of these days. Just find yourself here, accidentally labeled the host.
Yeah.
On accident. Ooh, Hannah's in the room. Hello, Hannah.
What's up, Sage? How's it going?
It's so good. So good.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Is it Monday? Dear
Happy
God,
day.
it is. It's Monday. Such a good day.
Whatever day it is these days. Fuck if I know.
I forget. Julie, I saw your note. How was my day? My day was really good. It was so productive. It's just such a strange time. It's so rich. You know, the circumstances didn't change. What happened is when you just sit with what is as it is, you pop through the other side. Thank you, Julie. Hannah, I super love you. I want you to lead one of these too. While you were leading, while I was taking a couple days off, I was thinking the other day, you know, when I need someone to lean on, you might be a really good person to call. Yeah.
That's also another amazing Bill Withers song, isn't it?
Isn't it just? I heard Pam played that on Saturday.
Lean on me.
After Dan Brule. Yeah. Yeah, I increasingly am aware that this is a we thing. More than I even know. The we part of our community is really powerful. And as I talk to people like Keith, who has been doing this 32 days in a row and has completely transformed his life in incredible ways, measurable ways, quantifiable ways in performance, and in other ways that are harder to quantify. Hannah, you were one of the people that carried this so that Keith could continue doing that 30-something days in a row. And so I salute you and I honor you. I do hope you'll lead a Breath Church again soon. Let's coordinate offline. Email me.
Let's continue to talk.
Continue talking. I'm going to rope everybody in. I think everybody should lead a Breath Church soon. Hi, Stephanie. It's really nice to have you here. Who else do we have? Marita. Hi, Marita. Welcome back. Lexila. Welcome. Well, gosh, everybody, it is well into May. Things are still weird. And the breath is still a mechanism. The breath is still the means by which I continue to show up every single day. For my own life, to be part of this community. And what excites me most about this process is that we've got a community already where nobody's expected to be perfect. Everyone knows that the rule here is if you have a little extra, you leave a little extra. If you need a little, you take a little extra. And that trickles out into the real world. You guys have supported the expansion of what we're doing with Dan Brule on Saturday nights. You guys are the first to know what I'm thinking, what we're doing as a community. And as we grow, you're going to be the first of the people that I rely on to actually help me build and grow our community. Offline and on, because this is not just a Zoom thing. Oh no. Breath Church was meeting well before in real life. And I look forward to meeting in real life with you again. Quick announcement, this Saturday, I'm going to be privileged to lead a discussion with Five of the world's top panelists. Five of the world's top panelists, breathwork experts and pioneers, from yoga and myofascial physiological release and muscle tension and all kinds of really cool stuff using breathwork and physical movement and manipulation, to biohacking in the brain, to CO2 tolerance, and then the more spiritual side, represented by my teacher, Dan Brule. That's going to be at a thing called Breath Lab. This is Breath Church. It's the experience. Breath Lab is the education. You want to know the science behind the experience? You want to hear multiple schools of breath work, have candid, frank, tough discussions about their techniques and their methods. Breath Lab is where we do that 1 week and a month, one meeting. And we'll be doing that next Saturday at 12 noon using this link. But I'll be sending out a landing page tomorrow. Yes, that will be recorded, Alex. Absolutely. It will. It'll be posted later, though. These are streamed live to YouTube. Breath Lab is special. If you can catch it live, you're in the lucky crew. I'm not sure how quickly we'll be able to get those posted or what we'll be doing with the recordings afterwards exactly. Right now, we're posting them to YouTube within a week or so of the actual recording. But that's where we come to a consensus as a community. That's entertainment, too. It really is an entertainment product that's educational. So I invite you to join me for Breath Lab next Saturday, 12 noon Eastern on this link. I'll send out a landing page if you come and follow me at sage.breath on Instagram. I'll keep you clean and posted. All right, everybody, close your eyes. Lay back. Let's get to breath. Welcome, Wendy. Hi. So good to see you here. I am super glad every one of you has made it. Welcome to everyone joining us on YouTube. We're listening to some beautiful music from Nils Fromm, one of my favorite composers. Genius. So I invite you today to experience the music in a whole new way in your brain and in your body using your breath. We're going to invite the sounds that I play into your cells, knowing that every cell is a lung. And because every cell is a lung, we can pack what we want in there like a lunch for later. So begin to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose in the way that we're accustomed. Zipping the lip. And just get into the felt sensation today of breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Notice, that's all. I think everybody here on this call tonight, with maybe one or two exceptions, is experienced already. You've done this with me, so you know the two kinds of breath. There's first breath is just the inhale, exhale through the nose, riding the breath down, relaxing into it. Welcome, Tessa. Welcome to Breath Church. We're just breathing through the nose right now, sealing the lips, lying down, getting comfortable in some form or fashion. Getting comfortable in our own skin, in our own breath today, and always noticing what the breath is doing. It's something different. Every cycle, every inhale, every exhale is completely different. Where is your breath today? Go ahead and, as I like to say, glide the breath down. This is the time to do that. We are not snapping that exhale loose yet. No, this is the opposite. This is the polar opposite. Remember, we believe in dipole here. I'm not a huge fan of non-duality. I believe in positive and negative, up and down, light and dark. I believe in distinct and separateness. So I breathe into the intensity created by the positive charge on the inhale and the negative release, the letting go on the exhale. It's not the entire absence of charge, it's an opposite form of energy. And the dance between the two is called magnetism, and breath is magnetic, electromagnetic in some strange way that we're only barely able to understand even now. The The ancients have known it for years, and so they give it different names, and we breathe in and out and focus on the name. But really, it's just the breath. It's just the breath, people. It's just the breath. We're just now breathing and relaxing into the breath. That's the first thing we do as we breathe. Those of you who follow my teacher know he talks about breath first. And then we add consciousness, awareness to that equation. And so we begin to examine the breath. Hello, breath. How are you today? I call this having a relationship with your breath. Greeting the breath like you would an old friend, breathing in and out. And on that exhale, begin to recline. Those of you who know Ujjayi, go to Ujjayi now. Begin to harvest that electromagnetic force, that electrical charge that actually raises and lowers the pH of your body's fluids. Think about that. Breathe that in now. That charge is yours in your breath. Inhale and exhale. What comes up for you on the inhale today? What comes out on the exhale? Observing patiently, effortlessly. While we don't promise enlightenment, we do promise engagement. See, if you can engage with your breath, you can engage with the world around you in a whole new way. You breathe in and expand and open, and then you relax into the exhale. Even if we're not snapping it loose, we're letting the exhale go, falling back into a giant mattress of feathers, memory foam. How good is that exhale? Enjoy. Those of you who don't know Ujjayi, just inhale and exhale through the nose and feel it, observing the temperature of the air as it enters the nostrils and exits the nostrils. Breathing energy now up into the eyeballs, the backs of the eyeballs. It's that time again to greet the eyeballs and thank them for the work they do every day. All the screen time, all the effort, all the energy that we focus through the eyeballs. All the late night binging on whatever. Maybe all the crying we've been doing. If you're no stranger to tears, it's okay, by the way. The wisest man that ever lived, if you believe the legend, King Solomon said a sad face is good for the heart. Ponder that as you breathe. What is it about tears and sadness that is somehow good and cleansing for the heart? Breathe it in and feel how good it feels to be able to feel your heart, even if it's sad. Just breathe and love. Love through the pain, love through the breath, into the heart. That's the truest thing I can tell you. I do that every day, you know. I never lie to you and tell you I'm having a good day. Do you do that? Do you lie to avoid telling people how you're really doing? It's okay if you do. Just notice where it shows up in your breath. Maybe try to breathe a little bit of unstuck into that stuck and see what happens the next time someone asks you for your truth or your opinion or your experience. Don't worry about the thing. Just go to your breath. See if you could take the breath like a spatula, get something unstuck in that area. Let the breath be the messenger. People on this chat right now, in this Zoom room, all over the world, who can tell you the power of the breath in their life. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to know more, Join us at Breath Church. Breath at Instagram. You can't miss me. Come find me there and I'll send you here. We're a real group of people breathing in through the nose and out through the nose right now all over the world. How silly does that sound? But how good does it feel? Everybody, breathe it in. Right now, as you ride your breath up and down gently, that wave is your board. Your breath is your board. You can feel it up and down, just surfing. So peaceful, so relaxing, this moment. Welcome, Claudia. It's nice to see you. Glad you're here. See, we're among family tonight and we're breathing. Everybody's breathing as a community. Because we need a place to belong. We need a place for it to be okay and not to be okay. And so we breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Slowly beginning now to bring your awareness from the sinus and the backs of the eyeballs and the brain, where we always let the breath swirl, and observe the colors, the tastes, textures, sights, sounds, smells, and sensations associated with the breath, swirling in through the brain, knowing that as we move on through now down to the lungs and the heart, that the breath will do its thing in the brain, and we can always revisit it. In fact, those of you who know me know we will. Let it do its thing now and ride the breath all the way down into the lungs. Those two beautiful balloons. Beginning to transition to long, slow, beautiful, smooth inhales, imagining that you're sucking a piece of spaghetti through a straw or whistle lips. Very, very, very gently, long, slow, smooth, graceful. Let it go. Do a few rounds of those at your own pace, in your own way. Just transitioning to the active inhale. Where can you do that without recruiting a bunch of extra muscles? Begin to play with your mouth shapes, maybe. That's a little more advanced. If you can do it without having to do whistle lips, and you can play with your mouth shape and relax your jaw and let your lips do your thing with the top row of teeth and your bottom lip, play around with it, but just find a way to create that respiratory turbulence. This is more advanced today than we've maybe ever done before on the inhale. Just find different ways to actively draw in the air that you want to breathe in the way that you want to see your life expand. Let me explain. As you continue to breathe now, getting that connected wheel going, don't do anything too crazy if you start to feel overly anxious or unnerved or upset. You don't have to stir the pot if you don't want to. You can always dial it back and go to a nose breath. But I invite you to continue to connect those powerful, strong inhales, playing with the mouth shape so that you can get the relaxation in the jaw and the active size of the inhale, and it'll manifest. Begin to expand the system, the nervous system, and on the exhale, snap it loose. Just dump it out like a box of rocks. You've heard me say all of these things so many times over and over. The exhale is where we invite whatever comes up on the inhale to leave. At least in the beginning. Now, there are a million other patterns that we can use later. Just keep it going now. Keep it moving. Around and around and around and around and around and around. Let the wheel go. Let it move. Let it relax your system. Let it be what it is in the most simple and pure way. Your breath. That's all. It's just your breath. Let it happen and breathe. Feel the music. Open and expand on the inhale. Relax and let go on the exhale. This is your time now. You've taken the dedication and the discipline and the invitation that it takes to be here. You get to breathe and expand your system right now. I invite you to breathe at your own pace and feel. Opening and expanding, relaxing and letting go. That's the trick here. That's what we're doing. How elegantly can you let it go? That's the question, really. Everyone in this Zoom right now can let it go. Where can you improve on that skill? That's what we're doing here. We're just practicing, continuing to breathe. Noticing where you are right now in your system. Observing the lungs and the heart, maybe opening that dolphin-like blowhole for the heart today. We'll go right through the heart space. Breathing in and out through the heart space, awakening heart intelligence, which isn't nearly as woo-woo as it sounds. No, the heart has more neurons than the brain. It's a second sort of brain, if you will. And so we awaken the heart intelligence by bringing attention to that heart space. And I like the dolphin-like blowhole because by the time you've thought about whether or not you can actually do it, you've done it in your imagination. And so we breathe like whales or dolphins in through the heart space. What would that be like? It's just a game. Remember that. Maybe bring a little smile to the corners of your eyes, corners of your mouth. Keep it going. Feel the music differently now. Breathe. Active in. Passive out. You know the rules. Ha, there are no rules. Just breathe. breathing. Active in. Passive out. And as you keep that wheel of breath going and moving, noticing what's happening now in your system, checking in with the heart space, and now beginning to move down into the belly, breathing far down into the belly, maybe all the way down to the pelvic floor. Noticing this lower breathing space and greeting what comes up. Breathing actively and fully. See, usually you just jump straight to a 2-stage breath with a lot of folks. Belly, chest out, every time, same thing, every time, same thing. Not us, no, we're just playing. There's no method. Every day it's a slightly different system. We're just checking the body with the breath and then breathing in a way that provokes what we'd like to see provoked or greets whatever comes up. Breathing now down into the belly space, still active. That's the most fun for me. Send the air powerfully down into the belly, pushing the belly up. Imagining that your engine is your breath and your breath is your engine. How would you breathe if you expressed the power that you wish you had? See, we don't wait for the power to come and then express it in the breath. No, we breathe it first, and then we relax into the power. Keep breathing powerfully. Observe the power as it comes in. Notice, does it have a shape? What's it look like? What's it feel like?
To settle on again,
Experience.
'cause I was off 1,000 miles. I always thought that it might disappear away. Focus lights, but it's too far away to tell. So open up again and change my side. Change my side.
joy of your own breath. Just notice. Where can you bring a little more grace and elegance into the equation, focusing on the inflection points, I like to call them. That delicious space where the inhale turns to the exhale and the exhale turns to the inhale. Where can you get a little more comfortable with that inhale, exhale? Still checking in with the belly space now. Maybe moving the breath back up to the heart, to the side body, to the ribs. Can you do that with me? Move it. Maybe the back body even needs a little bit of love today. Sure, why not? Back body, side body, heart space. That's the middle breathing space. Anyone who's still going slow can check in through the nose. That's surely all right with me. Those of us that are blasting off, keep going through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the mouth. At whatever pace makes you feel comfortably uncomfortable, find your edge. That space where you can inhale intensity and relax. See, that's the third part. First we breathe, then we become conscious, and then we relax. Breathing into intensity and training ourselves to relax into it. Powerful. It means that when everyone else in the room is freaking out, you will have trained yourself to relax into the intensity of whatever life can throw at you. Breathing in. And as you relax into the intensity and train your system, you expand your zone of tolerance in your breath. What's your zone of tolerance look like? For most people, it's a pencil line drawn across a page from left to right, as thin as the paper that it's drawn on. If you can expand your zone of tolerance by breathing in the intensity and letting it go and relaxing into it, you will teach yourself to be calm, and you will be the most effective human being in the room while everyone else is freaking out. Breathe it in. Relax with me. In and out. Nowhere to go right now. You've taken the time to be here. Just land here with me. Celebrate yourself. Breathe for people on this group that aren't here tonight. I know for a fact some people are struggling. They can't be here. Let's breathe for them tonight. Breathe for the people on YouTube watching this in 6 days or 6 weeks or 6 months from now. We don't know what's going to happen. But there's a lasting record of what we believe in right now as we breathe. Breathe for these people. Breathe for those who need it. Breathe for those who have lost loved ones. Breathe for those who can't breathe very well right now. Just breathe. And feel. That's the other part. Feel. What do you feel when you breathe? Notice. Take the ride. You started it already. Just go with it. Breathe with me now. Come on, breathe. Push it just a little. You can do it. Yes, you can. You see, as you continue to breathe and experience life in a whole new way, you can breath dance, you can breath sing. And because those of you who reach out to me and tell me how this is profoundly affecting you, I know for a fact that all of us on here right now are having our very own special experience. Right now, you're all opening up and expanding in a new way. You're discovering things about yourself and the world around you that you never knew were possible. Welcome. This is Breath Church, where we breathe, and the only thing you have to do to actually belong here is be breathing. So that's pretty much everybody. Breathe it in. Welcome to community where we're all perfectly imperfect. Welcome to breath work, not as you've known it. We don't adhere to a method. We kind of dabble in just about every form of breath work known. Some days we get a little holotropic. Some days we get a little rebirthy. Right now, I want to invite you to go back to your nose. Just take a quick pause from some of the more active breath that we've been doing and observe what's going on there. What's happening in the nose now? What's happening in your nervous system? Observing. Start to ride the breath down again. You don't have to control it, but just ride it. Relaxing into it. Notice what's happening there. We're just relaxing now, enjoying the work that we've done. See, we're not trying to go crazy here at Breath Church. We don't need to release DMT all day, every day, everybody. No, it's just a daily check-in. We take a little time to hear from each other and share what we need. And we breathe, knowing that at any given time, someone in this group is exhaling what you inhale. And because we're all over the world for real, you can be sure the air that's being offered up now on your behalf by someone in this community will reach your lungs. Oh yes, you too, YouTube. It's true. True story. And because we reach out to one another on and offline, I know that we'll be living well beyond our confines. It's a Zoom room. Day together. Holotropic breathing. Wendy asks, what is it? Holotropic breath was invented by a man named Stanley Grof, designed to replace LSD as a form of hallucinogen, using breath to have a psychedelic experience. Sometimes we do that here. We chase the transformation occasionally, sure. That happens. But that's not the norm. No, we're just into the experience of the breath. And that's what we're doing. experiencing our breath in a whole new way. And because I am the happiest captain in the world, Team Delusional but Happy is my team. And I'm the happy captain of Team Delusional but Happy. I invite you to join me there because, see, delusional but happy means just that. It means I'm thinking up some stuff and just making it up as I go along anyway. But I might as well make up a better class of stuff. If I'm going to make up a story about the unknown, why not make it the best story I've ever heard? And I invite you to join me in that. It's true. Join me. Team Delusional but Happy, where what we don't know won't hurt us. Imagine not knowing and having it be totally fine. What would that be like? If you and I didn't know and it was just okay. Breathing in and out, in and out. And I like to say this every day because it's true, but if nobody's told you yet today, I love you. I'm proud of you. Some of you have been with me here for almost 2 months now. It's incredible. The dedication, the love, the actual community that's forming here. It's evident and it's sustaining. In through the nose, out through the nose, just feeling, noticing your system now. Begin to scan. Let's start back with the brain, the backs of the eyeballs. Noticing now the difference than when we started. How's that? The brain. Try very quickly opening a trap door and see what trickles out. What were you holding in there that your breath just scrubbed clean? What don't you need anymore that you've let go of up there? Blah, let it out. Breathing and noticing. And breathing and noticing. And breathing and noticing. It's what we're doing. Because if you can train yourself to notice and not judge as it comes up, well, at least for me, I am able to notice and not judge. I'm like, wow, I'm being very fill in the blank. And as long as I'm not judging it, I'm giving myself a little bit of time to respond instead of react instinctively. Just enough room between my thought and my action to slide a tiny piece of paper between. That's all it takes, a breath. Pause, notice. Where are you now? And that felt sensation of breath now moving from the brain, where we were observing without judgment. Its effect now moving down to the heart, checking in with your heart. How does your heart feel today? Is it weary? Is it full of joy? Maybe it's both. My heart's been weary and full of joy for days, people. We can experience the full range of human emotion in our breath. Just let it go. Let it be. One last song. As we relax into the rest of our day, no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, just feel. observing where you are without any judgment. I say it all the time, probably because I'm so judgy. Every breath is a reminder. What do you want to be reminded of? What do you want to be free from? It's all up to you, people. It's all up to me. You know, there's no major world religion that's opposed to the breath. There's no single religion in the world that says if you breathe, you're less holy. There's something special about the breath that unifies us all, no matter what we believe. If we practice what we say we believe in a genuine way, starting with how we actually want to breathe. And then we put that breath into action, and then action into more action, and consistent action breeds habits, and effective habits bring about change. It's not a formula for anything, but it's a premise that I'm still working on, and I invite you to join me. Thank you for showing up again. And now I invite you guys, you know what's happening. It's our nightly dance party. Yes, you too, YouTube. We're going to start to shake it. Get up, put your camera on. I invite you. We're going to celebrate today because this started on day 2 and Marcia Mendez in the freaking house. Here we are, literally almost on day 60, girl. Nobody thunk it. And yet here we are. It's you and me, girl. I'm going to dance with you tonight. Yes, I am. Here we are, everybody. Mr. Bill Withers. I'm going to take these headphones off. I'm going to shake it.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely when the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day.
is Breath Church. Every night, 6 to 7 p.m. I love you all. Every last one of you. It's so good to have you here. I love you too, YouTube. Yes, it's true. We all love you here at Breath Church. Thank you for joining me. Folks, we made it. We did it again. Another 24 down. Those of you in Australia, another 24 to go. Mazel tov. Get it done. I will, God willing, and the creek don't rise, have a night off tomorrow night. Who knows? It's a pandemic. There's no telling what's going to happen. But there is a slight chance I might have a night off tomorrow. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. If I don't, I'll see you here. If I do, I'll see you here Wednesday, and then maybe Thursday, and then definitely Friday. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please spread the word. breathlab.io. That landing page will be up soon. breathlab.io. Sign up there. You'll get a link. You'll be on the inner circle of inner circles for this thing as it unravels. I don't know about unravels. Let's say as it spins up, as it unwinds, as it unrolls. Sounds a little better than unravels from the get-go. All right, everybody. Happy pandemic to you. Have a beautiful night. We did it. Mwah. Love you all.